All right, we will call the matter of Billings versus Pearson to order. Where were we at?
Francis Billings.
We had Francis Billings on the bench. We're getting prepared to do the cross-examination of Francis Billings. So Francis Billings, if you could approach the bench, please. Reaffirm. Do you reaffirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. The power of the phone. Defense?
Should I just pick up where I left off?
Yes, we can pick up where we left off.
Alright. Mr. Billings, what school do you plan to take Alex to?
St. Joseph Academy.
Alright. And how much is the tuition at St. Joseph's Academy?
The tuition deposit is $500.
And how do you plan to pay for that tuition, Mr. Billings?
I believe that the Metro City School District should be forced to pay for Alex tuition.
Mr. Billings, can you tell me what the First Amendment is? Just came up with it.
Objection.
Try that again.
Lord, how?
Dude, she's awesome.
Go for it. Do it.
Oh.
No, just
Objection.
Go ahead.
What's going on?
Potato money.
Go ahead.
That is irrelevant to this case
Why?
because it doesn't have anything to do with what we're.
Can I elaborate?
Yes.
Alright. Well, the First Amendment is the separation between church and state. And the school district is a part of public education, which is part of the government, which is state. And the private school that you wish to take Billings to, Alex to, is a religious school. So by suing the school, you are violating the First Amendment.
Lord, check. I need.
Hang on. Got it. Okay. So, ask your question.
Can you tell me what the First Amendment, wait, do you want me to repeat a question, or?
Repeat, yes, start, so did you rephrase your question? You want him to
Yes.
tell you what the First Amendment? She's
Yes.
questioning the relevance?
Yeah, and the relevance is that he is suing the school, which is a part of the government, which is a part of the state, and the school he wishes to take the money from the school, which is part of the government or state, and pay for the tuition to a religious school is a violation of the First Amendment, which is the separation between church and state.
there's two things that can happen here. Having him cite the First Amendment, is kind of I'm gonna lean towards saying like relevance towards the line of questioning that you're taking. Do you have another line of questioning to bring what you'd like to say about the First Amendment forward?
I don't have another one question. I mean, I think one up.
Yeah, well, like so.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
This is kind of what you're Sorry. You guys will notice that this is a new experience for us, and so every once in a while, we're gonna stop and we're gonna do a little bit of coaching on both ends. Sometimes I'll coach one side, sometimes I'll coach the other. But it all figures out in the wash, and I'm not doing anything based on favoritism or anything like that. I think you guys are just gonna have to trust me on that. If I am, Mr. Suter will set me straight.
Okay. So just think of another line.
That's kind of where that would be my suggestion.
Okay. All right.
Or how can you do that and get back onto your line? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, what's the next question?
Well, let's just leave you on to anything. Completely different from
I'll give it a shot and then see, and then decide if you want to keep with it or not.
it. Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't.
Do you just go with what I said?
Okay. Do you know what the First Amendment is?
Do you know what the First Amendment is? I would answer that question first.
Like off the top of my head.
He's asking if he'd be off the top of his head or just in general.
In general.
No,
No.
So we just move on.
if you want to.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know what to do in this.
You can ask the second question.
Okay.
Should we think we know what the First Amendment?
It's not.
Cause I don't.
Neither do I.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, so what would you like to say about the First Amendment? So you're asking a question.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Okay. Okay. So then go on. Do you have another
Yeah.
set of questions to ask?
Yeah, I have another set of questions.
Okay, go to that.
All right. Is it true that you and your wife are separated?
Yes.
All right.
Order.
All right.
I didn't read his, I just.
Order.
How did you support Alex while this divorce was going on?
Can you repeat the question?
How did you support Alex while this divorce was going on?
Are you talking financially or are you talking emotionally?
Emotionally.
Okay.
How did you emotionally support Alex while this divorce was going on? Are you aware of how traumatic this can be for a child?
Yeah.
I didn't even know my parents were divorced.
What do you think Alex got through you and your wife's divorce?
I don't believe that my daughter was involved in, with,
Say it. Yeah.
my divorce.
Objection.
Yes.
Hold on. That's irrelevant to the case, to this case.
Okay. So, it's irrelevant how?
There wasn't a list.
It was not in.
It is in the witness statement. It's in the witness statement.
How he dealt with.
Oh, how he dealt with it.
And also, wait, no, also, this is a case about the child's bullying in school.
Yeah, this is a case about child's bullying.
Okay,
And not
all right.
how he dealt with
Okay,
his parents.
so objection, relevance.
Yeah.
This is an objection in that this is a case about bullying and the emotional effects it had on the child, not about the emotional effects of divorce on a child.
Yes.
Okay. That's what you would do, to pitch to him. Now it's his turn to try to connect the dots. Okay, so you would talk to the judge now and say why I should allow you to continue with that question.
Okay. Well, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to say that the divorce between Francis Billings and his wife was not the cause of Alex's PTSD, but because of the separation.
No, okay, so you're saying that was causal in the PTSD, not the bullying?
Yes.
Okay, that's not what you just said.
I was fine before the- I was
All right,
fine
I got
before
it,
the
okay,
second.
so you're, okay. We're gonna go with, sustained if both, I'm gonna sustain her objection if both the plaintiff and the defense can agree that, divorce is a, emotionally, challenging experience for any young person to go through and can have long-lasting effects.
Yeah.
Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
Or do you have another?
It is, but I think you said before he was fine before the bullying
Yeah, I was
started.
like,
Okay, so you're like to establish that there were no troubles prior to the bullying?